Well, thank you for the honor. Thank you to all Dave's brothers and sisters and Mrs. Phelan. Thank you very much for the privilege of saying a few words here. Yeah, I knew Dave for over 50 years, from Christ the King playground to the Kellogg basketball courts to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange floor to several rounds on the golf course on Saturday and Sunday. He was just a wonderful guy, and very proud to have known him all these years. You know, there's so many, you know, I did a good job talking about how much he cared for his family and his Sundays with his mother and his love for his brother John, who always had a special spot in his heart. We talked to him often. And, you know, before I forget, I would just like to say to his friend Jim Sheehy, who's handling services today, thank him and Curly Funeral Home for everything they've done. I also want to thank the first responders from the North Palos Fire Department for the efforts they made in helping Dave, and acknowledge first responders in that way. I want to talk about Dave's nickname, Fudd. You know, look at it, you already giggle and you already smile. And that's such a cool thing, you know, such a cool legacy to have, that your nickname makes people smile. And it's also so cool that every one of his little brothers became a little Fudd. You know, there's Fudd and little Fudd and little Fudd and little Fudd and little Fudd. And that's just a really cool thing, to just say the word Fudd, that it brings a smile to your face. And that's a real gift, and Fudd had it in spades. The other thing, how many nephews and nieces are here? Okay, do you guys know how good an athlete that your Uncle Dave was? You'd never know it. He was a great athlete. Everything he did perfectly. He shot a left-handed jumper perfectly. He swung a golf club with tempo perfectly. His movements, oh, and dancing, don't forget the dancing. So I was talking about this, and I decided that Fudd's special, he had great feet. Now, I didn't say big feet. Fudd had small feet, but he had great feet, and that's one of the reasons he was a great athlete. Murph shared a story with us about St. Rita, when Fudd, he actually transferred from Mendel, I believe, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he went to Mendel and then transferred to St. Rita, and showed up at St. Rita and earned the starting cornerback position. And that's not easy to do. It's a very talented St. Rita football team, and Fudd shows up and he's the starter. And Murph shared the story with us. Murph was a year younger and didn't know who Dave was. But after practice, they'd all sit around kicking field goals and extra points and doing stuff like that. And the St. Rita team had the all-Catholic League kicker was on the team. And sure enough, there was Fudd out there in his high top spikes, out kicking the all-Catholic League kicker. So everything he did, he just did easily and wonderfully. He was very good at it. The last thing I want to share with you is, I was out of town a few days ago, and so I'm a very technology challenged guy, and Dave might have been my close second. And a few days ago, I was out of town, and I was thinking about saying a few words here, and I was like, you know, I really should make a note or write something down, but that's not really so. In my non-flip phone, my new phone that I got that's not a flip phone, I tried to like leave myself a note. I was trying to figure out, how do I leave notes in my phone? I don't even know how to do that. So I texted Fudd. So I figured I'll send a text, I'll write some words in a text to Fudd, and then I won't send it. So I started texting. I'm like, okay, I gotta do some words on Saturday. I need you to help me with my words. My phone goes bing. I go, uh-oh, what was that? And I look at my messages, and there's a message from Fudd. And it says, when do you want to play? And then right next to it, it says, Dave's Wi-Fi. So Dave's Wi-Fi talked to me on my phone while I was out of town a few days ago. And that's just such a, it might not be a big deal for people that understand technology, but I know it is a miracle of miracles that my unsent text was answered by Dave's Wi-Fi. It's a miracle. And it filled my soul and filled my spirit, and it was just a wonderful gift that he gave to me. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, that you know, spirituality is one of those things that's kind of getting lost a little bit these days, and there's so much negative being bombarded upon us these days from so many different angles that just, you know, over 4 decades ago, we lost a friend suddenly, and it really changed the direction of our lives. It affected us. But one of the greatest ways it affected us, it made us closer. And it's something that I'm always grateful for our friend Tommy Cregan, who passed all those years ago. And I'm hoping that with Dave's passing, that maybe we'll find a way to look for positive and just send positive out instead of negative. Just concentrate on being more positive to people and smile more often and being happy. And that's what Dave would want. And I just want to thank Maggie and Brendan for giving me the opportunity. It's been a privilege to say a few words, and God bless Dave Phelan. Thank you.